Can't imagine we want a firefight going on. Yes! Thank you! Damn it! Quantum Break. Junction 3, Sophia Romero and Martin Hatch.
This thing growing inside me. I've been fighting it for 6 hard years. Dr. Amaral was developing a cure for the Chronon syndrome. She was the only one who could administer the treatments that kept my sickness at bay.
Paul?
And Jack had taken her away from me.
How the fuck did this happen, Martin? How is it possible they managed to take her?
Paul, this is your illness talking. I'm on your side.
Ugh. Ugh.
Easy, you're...
They took her. Without Sophia, there's no chance of a cure.
We did all we could. But there are forces within Monarch working against you, and I believe Burke was just the tip of the iceberg. It wasn't just Joyce that did this.
Sir? We've recovered Dr. Amaral's laptop. We have it set up over there if you want to take a look.
I'll be right there.
Interesting.
I
Sorry.
want to go over Sophia's figures.
A little bit of
If
a...
she's right, the fracture is escalating a lot faster than we anticipated.
Yeah.
You know the future. Dr. Amaral doesn't. Is the lifeboat even in a viable state for activation? She's trying to convince you the schedule's wrong. Why? To get you to rush this? To make a mistake? The people opposing you. She could be one of them.
She isn't.
Are you willing to bet the entire plan on that? I implore you, hold off on activation, Paul. Let me clean house before this gets completely out of hand.
I'm pretty sure even Paul's not stupid enough to believe that. But something you had to take in consideration, would he let his anger... If you don't remember, a junction is where we had to make a crucial decision which is going to change the entirety of our playthrough. Oh. How long have I been able to do that? Son of a bitch. Of course I could have swapped shoulders. That would have helped in fights. Depending on what's on this laptop will kind of determine what our decision will be. And I'm curious, like, things like this, where we get to learn more information from, like, her laptop, does the information change dependent on what decisions we made in the past?
How do you want to proceed?
Depends. Let me see what's on the laptop.
Somebody was working against me. Somebody close. Martin Hatch. Sophia Amaral. I could only trust one of them.
Okay, I thought we were gonna get to read whatever's on the laptop. Let's see what Amaral holds.
I want him apprehended. Immediately.
So I have some information about Martin Hatch.
Martin had been my closest advisor for years. I began to wonder if that had been a mistake.
Sophia's loyal. She's always been loyal.
I don't think we can trust her. The way she looked at the countermeasure like she's seen it before, she knows what it does.
Sophia's research had saved my life. Loyalty doesn't run any deeper.
Interesting. What about Hatch, though? Well, we know Hatch is working against
All right,
him, but
Amaral, let's go fix this
Serene doesn't know that.
I said I'll try.
Evidence was mounting against Sophia. I couldn't simply ignore it, despite everything we had been through.
And she knew you'd never make it without those treatments. And then she took them away.
If she'd turned against me with what she knew, the damage could be immeasurable.
Okay, so here's one thing. I've been trying to play this as, especially anywhere past the first junction. I've been trying to play this as if... How do I put it? I've been trying to play this, not metagaming, you know? I don't want to, because I know Hatch is against Paul. We found plenty of evidence of that as Jack, but Paul doesn't know that. I think he would trust Amaro, however you pronounce her name. I think he would trust her simply because Hatch has been so suspicious, and Hatch actually has a lot more to gain than she does. She has nothing to gain from fucking with the countermeasure, or fucking with the plan, or anything else of that sort. So, I think he would trust her, especially since Hatch just happened to be shot at on stage and all that stuff. There's a bunch of evidence against Hatch, even on Paul's side, between his failures at capturing Jack as well. I think that also wouldn't really help, you know?
Sophia's data's always been good. I'll trust her judgment. We need to analyze these figures and make final preparations to activate the lifeboat protocol at once.
Fine. I'll take the laptop to the science department.
Fuck no.
No, I think I'll do that myself.
I see.
Sir?
Put people on Mr. Hatch. I want constant eyes on him.
Yes, sir. You got it. We pulled some images from the security cameras. We've identified Joyce's accomplice. She's
Security
Beth Wilder,
still works.
one of our mid-level operatives.
And one of your biggest thorns.
My God, she's been with us all along. She's working with Jack. Where is she now?
Unknown. But we've got a kill team tracking her.
No.
Oh, shit.
She can't be killed. Not yet. Find her. And whatever Mr. Hatch does, I want to know about it. Don't screw this up. Beth Wilder.
Oh.
It was the first time I'd heard her name, but she had been there in the past. When it all
That just
started.
confirmed it.
She'd been there the whole time, working against me from the inside. And she wasn't the only one.
So that confirms it. If you don't remember, around the beginning of the last episode, there was a portion where we could reverse time and move it forward, and we did that to a mural. There's been murals everywhere in our path, and they always predict the future and or the past. This one indicated the countermeasure should have been there, and we could see the person that made it, because the mural got reversed and then forwarded as well. Actually scrolled through frame by frame and found a section where I could clearly, well, mostly clearly see the person, and it looked exactly like a woman who was named Beth in the red zone that we saw confront Paul Serene. So it was Beth. So will Beth get the ability to time travel? Quantum Break. Act 4, The Secret History of Time Travel.
You took the one thing Mr. Serene needed to survive. Dr. Amaral. That made you priority one.
Yeah,
Yep.
they made that clear. Monarch lined every escape route with barricades, roadblocks. I had to get to the mainland, but I couldn't do it by car. Needed a new plan.
All right, let's go.
Need a Jack Joyce style plan.
I think I'm gonna need a ride. The streets are too hot.
Here we go, finally.
Alright, where do you want me?
I'll let you know as soon as I find some higher ground and get a good look at the situation on the bridge. I think it might be a no-go.
Yeah, no, try not to make too many dirty jokes. You are the best thing that's happened to Jack. You are. Seriously. If it wasn't for you, he would have been a dead man a long time ago.
Gotta get to higher ground.
I'm looking at the bridge right now. It's a lot of Monarch. I don't know. Maybe you could sneak across?
Or I can
maybe.
shoot
Or
across.
I could pick you up.
Aye.
Let me know. Pretty exposed out here, so try to make it fast.
I'll be a lot better when you get me on that boat. Monarch's right on my ass. I'm not exactly making friends out here. How's Dr. Amaral?
Still kicking and screaming.
Huh.
How long do you need to get here?
That depends.
God
Let
only
me check.
knows. We could shoot our way across. That's a plan. If we could possibly
Better get inside
induce
before
a
the chopper spots me.
fracture. If we, look at that, another mural.
Paul. What the actual fuck?
Time travel. I don't think it's I think it's several different versions of a timeline coming down upon one another. One where we choose one decision or another decision
Still
opposite
there?
of what we chose already.
Yeah, just looking for a viewpoint.
Yeah. I think this is just a bunch of different timelines coming down upon one another. It seems that Beth is kind of the linchpin in all of this. Correct? Linchpin? That's the right type of wordage. For something that is like super important. It seems like she is in some way meant to be part of all of this. Just don't know how. Ooh, another TV. No, not again.
So, we don't know where
Oh.
he is. We can't find him. So we need to look into a replacement.
Night Springs. Gotta be joking.
All ponies are made of butter in Night Springs. Ah!
Right things.
Why is there so many references to Alan Wake? If you don't know, that was the show from Alan Wake that we always stumbled across whenever we found a TV. Why? Why is there so many references to Alan Wake? Whoa.
We still have no visual on Joyce or Wilder. Doing another sweep.
What's the plan here, Jack?
I can't stay here long, Jack. You're gonna need to be quick.
Yeah, about that.
Bad news?
Reoccurring
Oh.
theme tonight. I'm looking at the bridge right now. If I go anywhere near that thing, there's gonna be innocent people caught in the crossfire.
All right. Any bright
Thanks for your
ideas?
patience, folks. We'll have you on your way again soon.
Let me see. There's a pier under the bridge. You should be able to meet me there with the boat. Giant gas sign out front. Can't miss it.
It's nice and bright for Monarch to see.
There's not a lot of options. Switching to Monarch frequencies. Be in touch soon.
And I'll be there in a few minutes. Don't stand me up.
I can't think of a man who would stand someone like you up, Beth. Cannot. Okay.
Okay.
More
how do we
radio.
get down there. Where's the fire pole?
Fire pole, fire escape. Just jump out a window.
For those of you just tuning in, the manhunt continues as authorities search for Jack Joyce, the suspect in last night's university terror attack. Joyce may also have been involved in a firefight at the Monarch Mansion on Gull Island approximately 30 minutes ago. On the line, we have Ken Bukowski, a bridge operator for the Port Donnelly Bridge. Ken, what can you tell us about the situation out there?
Hey, I just want to give a shout out to my little guy. Hey, Ben, hope you're listening.
Isn't it past his bedtime?
He'll be up reading those Hunger Games books if I know him. But, yeah, I'm just out here in the control booth overlooking the bridge. Monarch's got a roadblock set up, checking all the cars as they go through. It's all very well organized. I got a nice young fellow from Monarch up here, Darren, doing some kind of lookout from above. He's not a coffee drinker, so there must be something wrong with him. No, but we're in good hands. Even though it's not cops at the roadblock.
Yes, Ken, Monarch is working to assist the police in the hunt for Jack Joyce. I know some people have asked, does Monarch have the authority to do this? Well, my question is, if not Monarch, then who? I think we need to recognize that we are currently in a state of crisis. Why isn't Joyce behind bars? If the police are overwhelmed, then I say we take all the help we can get. Monarch is the only thing keeping this city safe. Am I right, Ken?
I guess that makes sense.
You bet it does. I suggest we stop asking why they're helping us and start helping them. But that's just me. We're opening the lines for your thoughts, Riverport, right after this.
I have a question. How is no one thought, how is a single person managed to do all of this? As well, like, maybe it should be, I don't know, the FBI, CIA, any other number of government entities that would be taking on a job like this? I feel like there's a lot of more qualified, people that should be doing this. Of course, Monarch doesn't want to get out what's actually going on, because if an FBI agent saw a man just suddenly jump from one position to another in half a second, there would be some questions that would need answering. Come on. Can't imagine we want a firefight going on. Yes! Thank you! Damn it! So close! That would have worked! We should probably warn Beth about an incoming fracture. Maybe get the doctor a vest if she has one. I don't know if we still have our guns or not. Oh. Come on, fracture. Come on, we need you.
Somebody's sneaking around down there. Hey! I think that's Jack Joyce!
Thank you! We need to hurry. Oh, they're got suits, and we have no guns. Did I just break the game? Crap. Nope, no, wait. Yeah, we're out of the junction. I just remembered. I need to timeline. Restarts. There we go.
Down there. Hey! I think that's Jack Joyce!
Okay, now that we are back in it, let's go ahead and blow you guys to the high house. Whoop! One left. Hi, yep, there you are. Haha. It is not safe to get anywhere near me. Ooh, I'll take that. Jack, what the hell happened to your guns? Did you leave them in the car? Because if so, I'm gonna be pissed. Ah. And guarantee they're gonna activate a freaking chronon field the second they get word of me being here. Difficulty is on hard, right?
My plan to meet Beth went out the window as soon as the stutter hit.
Her boat couldn't get to you.
No. But it gave me an opportunity to climb up the bridge and cross it. Slip right past Monarch, more or less undetected.
Yeah, I guess that is an issue. Beth can't exactly come up to us like we wanted her to. Shit. Well, that's a problem.
I should get up on that bridge and make my way across
working on it.
The stutter ends.
Working on it, Jack. Definitely not gonna go completely undetected as soon as the stutter drops out. Oh, no Monarch. Curious. As soon as the stutter drops out, they're gonna know we were here. So, let's try and make this quick and maybe sneaky if at all possible. Huh, is that train moving? Oh, that is so freaking weird and kind of terrifying that at any moment this
The
stutter
scene on the
could
bridge
drop.
was unreal. They weren't cops. They had no authority to do this.
Yeah.
But the Monarch PR machine had done its job. Here they were, the heroes protecting everybody.
And you were the terrorist.
Yeah.
The thing that I'm most curious about...
It's even worse than my passport picture.
The thing that I'm most curious about is... Remember, there is kind of 2 timelines going on. There is the one where we are being interviewed by Monarch in the present, and then the one we're playing, which is in the past, recounting everything. So I don't... It's where I'm kind of curious, how exactly did we end up talking to Monarch? All field operatives, be advised that Martin Hatch is now considered a compromised asset. All orders and instructions from him, new or existing, have been rendered invalid and have been countermanded. Please contact your superior for further information as required. Hatch is responsible for the destruction of vital medical supplies involving the death of numerous Monarch personnel and may be collaborating with Jack Joyce. Not quite. The investigation is ongoing, but Martin Hatch is to be detained with maximum force if encountered. If he cannot be captured, he should be considered a priority target who should under no circumstances be allowed to escape. Take no chance. He's considered to be extremely dangerous. Huh. So he doesn't quite know where Hatch stands with us, but at the very least he has recognized Hatch as the threat that he is. She's gonna hate that picture, isn't she? When it comes out that Monarch's actually the... Yeah, I guess they kind of are the terrorists in this situation, aren't they? Because they're essentially allowing a world-ending type of event to occur and basically condemning hundreds of thousands of innocent people to death. What? Oh, fuck's sakes. Joyce, we got a problem. And now no escape routes. Hey, big boy, how you doing? Oh, I could barely kill one of these damn things. As it was. Hey, take the shotgun. There we go. Okay, shield. Crap. Damn it. This is gonna be an interesting one. I could barely kill one of these fucking things on normal difficulty. Doing it on hard mode is gonna be impossible. Yes! Almost got him.
Okay, good. That's cool.
They're not that difficult,
Just gotta make it
actually.
across this damn bridge and I'll be clear.
Yeah. I think it was more difficult because I didn't fully understand how to kill them. Also because I was kind of tired, so that didn't help either. Whew. Dead boy's dead. I'm guessing they had these guys hiding about for the possibility of a stutter. It'll still stop Joyce if one does occur. Getting tired? That is a long climb. Oh. Did we just fall out? Crap. Oh, crap. So much for innocent people. Joyce? We got a plan? This is bad. Really? Really fucking bad.
Oh no. This is so bad.
Damn it. Okay.
I knew I'd be dead if the stutter collapsed while I was in the frozen crash. I had to reach solid ground, and the deck of the cargo ship was my best bet.
Yeah, but
Just had to find a way down.
Problem though, what about what about you know, Beth and everyone else and all these innocent people that did absolutely nothing wrong? Shit. Okay. Think we found our way down. God, this is so dangerous.
Now what?
Yeah, working on that.
Frozen crash was a mess. Somehow, I had to find my way across. Hope for the best.
What about all these people, though? Maybe that is right? Yep, that's right. Okay. Keep going. What about all these innocent people, though? There, so many people are gonna die in this. So many. You just drop down? Nope. Come on, you could so drop down onto that. Got it.
I kept heading downwards, towards the cargo ship.
Oh. Oh, shit. Is time? Well, no shit, time's falling apart, but is it reversing? It's gonna be hard for Monarch to cover this one up.
Exactly user-friendly.
You're telling me. God. What the hell is happening? So is this the kind of
Fracture was getting much worse. Timelines getting scrambled.
Yeah.
Caught in violent loops, off sync. Crashing into each other. This was what the end of time would look like. Everything was broken. In chaos. Frozen. And no one would know.
Yeah. So I'm right. It's kind of a point in time where all other versions of something... Oh, come on, I made it! Well, where several versions of the same things kind of collapse in upon each other. It's essentially all different versions of time collapsing upon one another. So maybe the countermeasure is something that would stabilize it, and therefore something that could do that could possibly also completely destroy it, if in the wrong hands. Oh. Oh.
Okay.
Come on. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Come on.
Oh. We're getting there. This is gonna be a tough one for Monarch. Okay. We're free. Mostly. Move. Joyce, move. Are you sure the deck of that ship was as safe as you thought it was?
The fracture was escalating. Objects were moving out of time, out of order, entire timelines overlapping. And it was gonna get worse, unless we could stop it.
So that is indeed what the fracture was.
The power you're wielding. You need to hand this technology over to Monarch. I've prepared for what happens next.
You say you're prepared, but no part of this plan of yours involves stopping it from happening.
Even if I fix William's machine, what could you possibly hope to achieve? The end of time is coming. There's no way to—
Hey! This isn't a debate. I just watched a ship fast forward through a fucking bridge. Time is running out, and the fracture's getting worse by the minute.
And it cannot be stopped. Paul has been to the end of time. He's witnessed it firsthand. Can't you see? We prepared for what's next out of necessity.
Your research is based on work by William Joyce. You respected him. He knew that the fracture would occur, but he also knew that it could be fixed. Will built a way to stop the fracture. This. The countermeasure. We're traveling to the past to retrieve it. You can help us get there faster. Or you can agree to disagree.
You did respect him.
I'll have to run diagnostics on the machine. I can't promise anything before that.
Fair
Amy,
enough.
take Amaral to the machine. Keep an eye on her.
Sure thing.
And I mean, keep a fucking
Okay,
eye on
Doctor,
her.
let's go. And I can see right through you. Don't try anything stupid. You will regret it.
Jack, before we head downstairs, we have to talk about something.
Oh, I assumed that was coming. 22 hours. So we're kind of coming up on a big point in the timeline where Paul seems to be doing those monologue things. Which is interesting. But thing is, they're assuming that, yeah, maybe you can protect everyone, or at least your people, from, like, the time portion of this cataclysm, but what happens if something physical happens to the building? What happens if something physically starts interacting with the building? Like, they pose the end of time as if it was a stoppage of time, but clearly that's not what these fractures are. There's something else. Something much worse. Much more dangerous. I don't think they quite understand what it is.
This was the guy delivering the speech at the gala.
Name's Martin Hatch. According to Monarch Radio, he's been deemed a traitor. Sabotaged a Monarch lab.
Potential ally?
No.
Not even close.
Oh. Joined Monarch in 2001. Became Marines Chief around 2007. No records before 2001. What? He was a ghost. I'm gonna skim through this. A lot of this University Time Machine sabotage, you think so? And the thing is, once again, as I've said before, yes, theoretically he's been to the end of time, but as we've seen, his calculations were wrong. His calculations weren't right. They were flawed. Even William knew that. That's why it didn't work properly. So, how do we know what he saw was the end of time and not just a different version of the timeline where, maybe, I don't know, Paul Serene possibly causes the end of time? Thing is, we don't know what the hell Hatch's... What Hatch is. What is his goal in all of this? What is he trying to achieve by doing what he's doing? What you got there? Batch charts or plans. Plan to travel to 2010 and steal the countermeasure. So we're starting to come up on a point where everything's coming together. So what's the plan then?
What's up?
It's about the plan. If Amaral gets the machine working...
We go back to yesterday and undo all of this.
Listen. In the video Will left for me, he said the countermeasure was stolen from his workshop on July 4th, 2010. He also said I took it. Maybe I did, Jack. We have a time machine.
Possible.
You're saying we go to 2010. We steal it.
If Will was right, that would mean it wouldn't be a change. We take the countermeasure, bring it to the present, fix the fracture, save the world.
Okay. Explain to me why that's a better plan than just going back to yesterday and preventing all this from happening in the first place.
Because maybe
Because
we
I'm afraid
can't.
that based on what I know about time travel, we can't change anything. The past has already happened. We can't change it. But my way, we don't have to.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, my plan still feels simpler. Let's just get the machine working.
Yeah, let's start by getting the machine working first and foremost. But the thing is, if you did go back in time, and we have seen that, Jack, in that red zone, we, I think, saw her confronting Paul and stealing it?
Dr.
Hard to
Amaral seems
say.
convinced that Paul's been to the end of time. Do you think that's true?
Can't be. Otherwise, trying to prevent it would be pointless.
Why?
Because it's already happened.
Yeah. But one crucial fact that I think all of you are ignoring is the fact that his machine was miscalculated. It wasn't set up properly. So, why would that mean that whatever he saw was correct? Why would what he saw be correct, be absolute, if his machine wasn't even set up properly?
Hello, Riverport. Well, it's been a rough night for us. The collision at the Port Donnelly Bridge that has claimed multiple lives is still being investigated. At least a dozen people are confirmed dead, and investigators say they expect to find more bodies, some of which are predicted to be found in the cars at the bottom of the river. The
Ugh.
cause of the accident remains unclear. Adding to the confusion are conflicting reports from shipboard personnel and those on dry land. The captain of the cargo ship insists that the bridge was up and the route was clear. However, some people shoreside claim the cargo ship was approaching the bridge at high speed, despite the bridge having not yet been raised. Others express surprise at the ship's presence, claiming that they do not see its approach at all. The investigation is still ongoing. We'll keep you posted. Now, obviously, this disaster will affect us in more ways than one. With the Port Donnelly Bridge out of commission, heavy congestion is expected on the other routes across the river, and we now have reports coming in of multiple car crashes all over Riverport. So you will want to reserve enough time for your trip today if you're traveling by car. Stay safe out there. Hopefully we can all get back to normal soon.
Interesting. Something very curious about that shows that time is not a closed loop, I don't think. Because clearly that means there's several different timelines that were all crashing in upon one another at that point in time of the fracture. That stutter.
Let's see how Dr. Amaral's doing with the time machine.
There was one where the bridge was up, one where the ship wasn't even there, one where the ship was approaching, but
the way she looked at the countermeasure like she's
down.
seen it before, she knows what it does.
You think Will told her about it?
No. Will was never the kind to open up.
Well, that's for damn
relate.
sure.
Will takes it to the next level. When we were kids, the only way that Will could express anything important to me was by informing my stuffed giraffe when I was in the room.
It's precious. And weird.
And the Joyce way. Anything else to say? If you are going back in time, you better
Did she
fucking
find
come
anything?
back.
I'm not sure. I'll go check.
I'm gonna go poke around first.
Jack, you've got to see this.
Amy, what do you got, Lowen? Huh? What
Hey.
have you found?
Shouldn't you be keeping an eye on Amaral?
That's two.
Okay, but first, you need to check out the intel I uncovered.
All right. What is all this?
I uploaded all the
Try to
files
see
I
how
stole
Dr.
on that
Amaral is
USB
doing.
stick from the Monarch security station. I also found a video of your brother. It's on that TV. You're gonna want to see it. Everything else I printed out and put on tables over there.
Gotcha.
Okay. The date is. It's February 28th.
Jesus, Will.
1999. William Joyce.
1999.
After months
First experiment.
of arduous
Shut
work,
up.
my machine is finally ready for human testing. Ready is defined by me, since ready is obviously a relative term when you're dealing with the deformation of the chronon field and recreating of black holes' mass density by tangent. Okay, in short summary, I built a time machine, and it works. I'm gonna prove it, or die. Okay, just need to make some final preparations. When I enter the machine, I will travel clockwise around the corridor. Okay, core is active. Chronon levels are stable. Travel clockwise around the corridor, exiting back into the same location in the near future. Oh. This clock is set to my watch. Now, when I exit the machine, there should be a significant difference in time between my watch and the clock in this room. Corridor is locked in place. Okay, setting the date to 5 minutes to the future for the first test. Now, admittedly, traveling to the past would be much more impressive, but I can travel backwards in time only as far as the first activation of the machine's core, which is, well, now. Okay, machine's ready. Monitor is stable. What I'm about to do is gonna change the very fabric of I don't remember.
What the hell just happened? Huh. That's interesting. And that also brings up an interesting point. How did Paul Serene travel to the end of time and then return back to 1997 and founded Monarch?
Hey, Amy. What am I looking at here?
I've been recording Monarch communications with the radio that Beth left me. I made a compilation of anything that seemed like it might be useful.
Okay. That's the thing. They keep saying that you can only travel as far back as the first activation of the machine, but didn't Paul travel back to 1997, establish Monarch in 1998, and then start working with William in 1999, correct? And then at some point in the early aughts was when William pulled away and started going kind of cuckoos. I mean, for good reason, but he still did go kind of cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I did not just fucking say that. Kill me. Unknown Monarch personnel. HU, come in. This is the first aid one. We've got a situation here at the hospital. Over. Go ahead. First aid one. Over. It's a fucking mess down here, HQ. Burke showed up for his wife like we thought. Gibson intercepted him. Burke wouldn't come quietly, so Gibson drew on him, and, well, Gibson's dead. Burke strangled him with a power cord in full sight of half the hospital, so that kind of shit show. Over. Do you have a situation contained? Where's Burke now? Over. We're working the scene and wipe the footage, but Gibson didn't have backup, so who knows how many people saw the fight or where they are now. Same goes for Burke. He's in the wind, so is his wife. Over. Copy that. First aid one. Turn on and just tie things up over there. Does that mean kill people? Well, unsurprising. If they think time's gonna end in the next 2 hours, why wouldn't they just kill people? Easy situation control. Jesus. They just submitted. They don't actually have the authority. I don't think I'm gonna read this whole thing. It's about controlling the situation. Not really all that important or related to time travel, so that's interesting.
Anybody here we can trust?
Fiona. She's my only remaining contact on the inside.
Yep.
What about this Burke guy? He was under arrest in the same transport as me.
Jury's still out on Burke.
Yeah. I think he can be an ally if we can convince him that we are able to stop the collapse of time. That's his whole thing. He wants to save his wife and himself. Mainly his wife and his unborn child. So theoretically, if we can convince him that the end of time can be stopped, he probably will work with us. As well, another thing, Paul keeps saying that it's a closed loop, right? We've seen that multiple times now. But the thing is, Wincott, dick. Agreed. But the thing is, if the end of time is inevitable, then it's not the end of time, because time can't be a closed loop as well as the end of time at the same time. It just isn't possible, right? So it's something else, not the end of time.
The lifeboat.
Yeah. Well, according to Monarch Communications, Paul Serene just activated that thing.
Far sooner than they were supposed to.
What does that mean?
Means we have less time than I hoped.
Interesting. So they plan to use the zero state areas as a way to store food, water, anything that would spoil or could potentially degrade into a dangerous thing. Just simply keeping it outside, or, well, probably stored in something, but outside. That way they don't spoil or change or degrade anything, making storage of stuff much easier. Oh. So they do have a backup plan if something happens to their food, which is to go into a city. If the food would still be good, then they can go in. But problem is that as we've seen, these zero states, they're much more dangerous than anyone realistically understands. They are so much more dangerous.
Serene's original manifesto for Monarch.
They had us practically memorize this.
He actually believes he's doing the right thing.
Indeed
He
he
doesn't
does.
think the fracture can be stopped. And he's wrong.
Okay, Beth, let's be clear. We hope to God he is wrong. We hope he is wrong, okay? Phase 1, Build an Empire, February 28, 1999 to July 4, 2010. Formation of Monarch Solutions, lucrative investments, global expansion, employee recruitment. Phase 2, Preparing for the Future, July 5th, 2010 to October 8th, 2016. Ground Zero buyout, CFR preparation, Cron Tech development, militarization. Phase 3, the lifeboat. 10 to time. Time core heist. Cron Tech rollout. Remove threats to Lipo protocol. Initiate protocol. Interesting. How you doing?
Was that Paul?
That's how he arrived in the past.
How's that possible?
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't in the same time machine he entered at the university.
Yeah.
That's one question I still don't have an answer for.
Interesting. So yeah, Paul did arrive into that machine, and there we go, they just pointed out a big thing. So it was in 1997, I don't know where I got that number from. So Paul did jump back into the past in William's machine somehow. So maybe, in a way, the cores are connected, theoretically, right? Maybe the cores are connected to each other in a way that allows you to go as far back as the first ever created core had existed. And if that's the case, then so tell me what they can
No
do.
use going there before talking to Dr. Amaral.
Really? Why'd you give me the option then,
Jack. Hi. It's Will. I guess you're in Thailand by now. I'm not sure if you even still use his number. I don't like how he left things. I've been under a lot of pressure. There's some things I should tell you. I'd like to make it right. Just call me, okay? Please.
Damn. Guess your brother wanted to repair things before whatever was gonna happen happened. He knew something was gonna occur, he just didn't quite know what. He wasn't sure if he could stop it.
Nice.
That's the first time in a while you have said anything when picking up one of those fucking Chronon things. Hey, is the good duck enjoying our hospitality?
How's it look?
The problem is quite simple, really. The power relay is down. You'll need to find a way to reset it up. There. Where the light is. I'll lower the ladder for you.
Okay.
What happened to the power relay?
Probably fried itself.
Power surge occurred at 7 a.m. this morning, when the machine was activated.
7 a.m.? That's hours before we even got here.
What?
Well, the numbers don't lie.
Okay, I guess I'm doing some climbing.
Also, what? You know what? I'm probably the only one that should be anywhere near this fucking machine. If we're being honest, I'm already Chronon activated. It can't do much worse to me, now can it?
Okay. The console here's got 2 red lights, 1 green one.
You'll have to reset the power to the 2 stations with the red lights before activating the relay. Both stations are located above the machine. Just follow the cables to the red lights.
Oh.
Above the machine. It's a perfect place for a reset switch, Will.
Eh, it's the Joyce way. Also, Doc, do you have any clue what will happen to me if I fall into that thing? Like, not if I hit it, if I just fall within its field. Do you know what would occur to me? I already know what happens if one of those things blow up near you. Not quite sure what happens if one of those things are active near you. Fucking William. You know what? If we find a way to bring your brother back, can we please kick his ass for
Okay,
this?
the first red light is now green.
Good. One more to go.
Ugh.
I'm not sure if you can reach the second one that way. You may have to climb down and reach the other side of the machine.
I see potential, yeah, okay. It's not fall, not immune to freaking heights. Jack, you fucking suck. Oh, the powers can sometimes be a bit picky on when they want to activate. Guessing now we take a trip into the toilets, right? Here we go. God, I love this game. Predictable yet unpredictable. Just how I like it.
Huh. You've got to be kidding me.
Huh.
What is it?
This is all my stuff from our family home. Kept everything.
Wow.
Guess you thought you might come back. Is that...
Yep. Will's personal psychiatrist. Want to give it a try?
I think that giraffe's holding enough baggage.
Fair enough. Holy shit, dude. Your brother loved you, didn't he?
Jack,
Really loved you.
you okay?
Yeah.
Seriously, dude. What do you got?
My artsy rebel phase.
Complete with a very rebellious how-to guide. I always wanted to try this, actually. Never had the time.
That's it? Okay. I mean, time is relative at this point. You have a time machine. Who knows what you can do? What?
What's wrong?
Toto,
What?
that's my signature.
What?
You made this?
You've made all of them.
I've never even been here before.
That woman in the picture is you, isn't it? So...
Jack, there's something you should know. 1999. I was 8 years old, playing in my backyard, and a woman approached me, told me she was from the future. She gave me very specific details of events that would come to pass. She gave me this, filled with dates, events, proof of it all. Jack, that woman.
It was you.
Holy shit.
Everything I told myself would happen, did. Every detail, for better or worse, came to pass, and couldn't be changed. Our fate is laid out before us, Jack. Everything that happened to get us here, every sacrifice that was made, they're all a part of this path. And they can't be changed or undone.
Beth.
When we step in that time machine, you will see for yourself.
Holy shit. So you
All right.
were the one making the murals.
If you're that sure about how all this works, we can try it your way.
Damn. So you were the one making all the murals. The murals that we've been finding.
Notebook was full of dates, events that would come to pass, instructions. Her entire existence was formed out of those pages.
Beth, I know that this encounter will be a lot to take in. After all, it's not every day you meet your future self. I tell you that you need to keep this all a secret, but I know you won't listen. You will learn that lesson the hard way. The next few years won't be easy for you. Nobody you know is ever going to understand what you are going through. The closest to you will try to change you, convince you that you are losing your mind. You are not. You are special. You've been chosen to do something amazing. Know that your struggles will all be worth it in the end, because you have a purpose. You are going to save the world. How do I know? I've been through this all before. I'm going to prove it. Below you will find a list of events that will come to pass in the future. They cannot be changed or undone. It will take time for you to accept this, but eventually you will learn to use this knowledge to your advantage. You will be prepared for what is to come. October 3rd, 2000. Dirk Stivson has been bullying you for months. On October 3rd, you will push him down the staircase at school. You will do everything in your power to resist this, partially to avoid the consequences, partially to prove this book wrong, but the terrible things he will say in the moment will be too much for you to handle. He will pretend to cry, claim that you gave him a concussion, and you'll take all the blame. You'll be transferred to another school. You'll hope things will get better. They won't. It's going to be a difficult year. Whenever you feel helpless, just remember this book. You are special. You have a purpose that they don't. Hold on to that. And if it makes you feel better, 16 years from now, Dirk will be working at a dollar store. He will still live with his mom. Damn. December 3rd, 2000. Mr. Hertzstuck from next door will pass away. December 3rd, 2001. The kid at school will steal your jacket. Your parents will claim that you are hiding it on purpose so that they will buy you a new one. Look in the bin on the corner of 3rd and Main. You'll find something that will get you through the winter. You'll be teased for wearing it by Michael. You'll fight back but it will only make things worse. Eventually, when you are able to contain your anger, take her aside and say the following to her. Sorry about your mom, then give her a hug. She will push you away. She will look incredibly confused, vulnerable. She'll even tease you again. She'll never tease you again. April 24th, 2000. Eric, your best friend, will break her arm. Having to read this, you will do everything in your power to prevent this. The actions you take to avoid this from happening will only make it so. This is the first time you will truly witness that your fate is already determined. It cannot be changed. Eric will blame you for the incident. Try not to take this to heart. You will soon discover that she isn't the friend that you thought she was. Stay strong. You'll find people who respect you for who you are very soon. August 5th, 2001. You would take the night bus home. You will be the only passenger on board. Scruffy-looking kid with a black eye. His name is Jack Joyce. Remember his face. He's going to be important down the line. Holy shit! She met us years ago. Holy crap. September 11, 2001. This is one that would change you. An event occurred that would devastate the entire nation. An act of terrorism will cause the World Trade Center to collapse. Thousands will die. I won't go into further detail because the more you know, the more painful it will become when you are unable to prevent it. And you will try to prevent it. You will fail. You will curse this book for not telling you more. You will curse yourself for not being able to stop it. It will take a long time to get over this, but eventually you will use this pain to fuel your path forward. You now felt what it is to be completely unprepared for what is coming. It won't happen again. Next time you will be ready. See, thing is, if events are already set in place and set in motion, and you can't change or stop them, then how are you supposed to be prepared for them? I think that I may be wrong, but I feel like that concept alone completely breaks down the idea that you can't change time no matter how hard you try. I feel like that entire statement breaks down the understanding of not being able to change time. This is the event that will finally make you believe. Any doubt you had will disappear. You are ready to take on this mission. So, what is coming? October 8, 2016. An experiment gone wrong will cause time to break down. This event will be referred to as a fracture in time. Also, wouldn't this book, meaning that Beth saying... It's hard to say. Because if Beth is right and our worlds and everything is already set out before us, then wouldn't that mean Paul is correct and time is going to end? Right? I mean, of course, there is the statement of the fact that his calculations were wrong, and there's no telling whether or not what he saw was truth, fact, or just another version of possible outcomes, but I don't know. There's a lot of conflicting ideas in this situation. Guess the only way to, figure it out is to just do. This event will be referred to as a fracture in time. The onset of this event cannot be prevented, but the outcome must be. If the fracture is not stopped, then time itself will come to an end. Life on our planet will end. Saving the world wasn't an overstatement. It is your mission. You must stop the fracture. You can pull this off, but to do so, you need to follow some simple instructions. Learn who to trust. Short answer, nobody. The less people know about you, the safer you will be. From this point forward, your mission takes priority over every other aspect of your life. Do not start a relationship of any kind that you aren't willing to leave behind at a moment's notice. There is one exception to this rule. We'll get to that. What? Know your enemy. Monarch Solutions. They will try to prevent you from achieving your goal. Learn everything you can about them, and you know the best way to achieve this when the time is right. Monarch is run by a man named Paul Serene. You must never be seen by Paul Serene. If he discovers you, then you will risk failing your mission. Learn everything you can about him. Remain hidden, but keep in mind that the best place to hide is often in plain sight. Blend in. Change your appearance frequently. Hair color, the red hair that we've been seeing recently, clothing style, everything. Be cautious about drawing attention to yourself. Learn to blend in. Examine those around you, the way they move, speak, laugh. Copy them. Become your surroundings. Train daily. There's a series of skills that you will need to master to truly be prepared. Hand-to-hand combat, Filipino Kali, and Jet Kundu. Weapons train, knives, pistols, shotgun, rifles, wilderness survival, compartmentalization, lip reading, face reading. The list is one that you will build as you go. In time, you will understand why it is necessary and what isn't. What is necessary and what isn't. Don't rush yourself. Start with gymnastics. Study your targets. Jack Joyce. He is the one person who can help you in your mission. He is the exception to rule number 1. You can trust him. Learn what you can about Jack. Study him from afar. Creepy. But do not approach him directly. You aren't the only one watching him. On October 9, 2016, you will rescue Jack Joyce. From there, the next step will reveal themselves, but be patient with him. He's stubborn, reckless, naive, but you can't do this without him. He has his moments. He's much smarter than he seems at first. Don't mistake grief for stupidity. That's actually kind of sweet, considering the fact that is kind of true. Jack's not an idiot. He's actually quite intelligent, much like his brother. He's just had it rough. His entire life has been sort of rough. So your objective, the countermeasure. This is the device that was built to stop the fracture in time. This is your objective. Find the countermeasure and use it to stop the fracture. Achieve this and the world will be saved. The device was built by Jack's brother, Dr. William Joyce. Any attempt to contact William or find the countermeasure before the onset of the fracture will be in vain. Wait, Jack will show you the way. Retrieving the countermeasure will not be a simple task. It involves great hardship and sacrifice. When the time comes, you will be ready for this. When you first read this, it won't make much sense to you. Over time, you will believe every word, but you will feel unprepared. You will wish that I had told you everything. I promise you that what is written here is everything you will need in order to get where you need to be. I know this because I'm already there. Chin up, Toto. I'm going to achieve amazing things. Huh. So, that was a lot.
It's her. She's the one who's been painting all over the city.
Yep.
Jesus.
That's where the machine is.
Looks climbable.
Oh, fun. More climbing. God, that's blinding. Well, my eyes hurt a little bit, but I think we'll survive. None to say. Kinda curious, will we keep our powers when all of this is done and said? Also, she never got to the part about possible relationship or something like
Why
that.
the hell would your brother put maintenance controls way up there?
Because he's a Joyce.
That's exactly the kind of question that never would have entered Will's mind while building this thing. Hey, I think I can get to the reset from here.
Yeah. Also, he's just outright a Joyce. Oh! Damn it.
Still getting used to that.
Oh, don't worry.
Don't
It never
expect
gets
to.
old. Yeah. You never get used to it. Hey. Yeah, fracture and all that good stuff.
Okay,
Got
the
it.
first red light is now green.
What? What do you mean one more to go? Didn't I press both buttons already? Oh, why is that one red? Oh, when I died, did I not press it again? Whoopsie daisy. Okay. Well, that was confusing. Got it.
All right, all lights are green.
Here we go. This feels like a terrible idea.
Chronon levels are stable. Diagnostics are positive. This may actually work. It's ready. It's actually functional.
What, did the duct tape make you doubt?
That fixed it. Come on down.
Working on it. Trust me, I don't want to be anywhere near this
We're
thing.
doing this. I'll set the date into the console.
Which console? Got anything to say?
Is the city still hunting for me?
In full force. There's an entire webpage dedicated to potential Jack Joyce sightings. So I've been filling it in with false leads for fun.
Thank you.
Pitch in?
Post that I was spotted in the back of a catering van somewhere.
I love that we're screwing with them. Yes, I forgot the Chronon thing up there. Apparently there's another one. Beth, I am agreeing to this on one condition. That at some point, future, past, whatever, end of time for all I care, I get to see your sweet ass again. You better not go and dying in the past. Please, for the love of God. If it wasn't for you, Jack would have been screwed senseless by this fracture. Okay? So, please, don't die.
July 4th, 2010. Are you ready?
Hate this idea.
No. Are you?
Not even close.
No.
Okay.
Oh, I'm going with? Whoa. Is that a good idea? Considering I'm, you know, Chronon active.
There's no turning back.
Agreed. Is this a good idea?
Wait.
Oh, I thought we were coming with. What?
What did you do? That was the wrong door.
What the fuck?
You changed the date. Where is she? Where is she?
I had no choice. I couldn't let you take the countermeasure. It would put our entire plan at risk. I already called Monarch from the terminal.
You're a dead
They're
woman.
on their way. It's over.
What did you do?
Fuck!
We need the countermeasure to run the lifeboat.
What?
Okay.
What are you doing, Jack?
I'm gonna follow through with the plan, tie her up, and get as far away from here as you can.
I will. You just take care of yourself, Jack.
That's the plan.
Okay?
Damn it! We had to save her. Okay. I'm not sure if it's a good idea for us to be in here, all things considered. I'm not sure how good of an idea it is for us to be in here. Considering we are Chronon active. Oh. Come on. Keep yourself together. Joyce? But we saw Bet take the countermeasure, didn't we? Inside the red zone, we saw her do it. Or maybe we didn't. Maybe we saw a possible future. Well,
Your first journey back in time, 2010.
Whoa.
This is where our notes get hazy.
I can
You know
imagine.
how it ended.
Your goal when you arrived was to retrieve the countermeasure.
But my goal had to wait. Because I wasn't alone.
Oh yeah. We're not. Huh. Well, I'm gonna end this episode off here. This is a lot of fun. I'm ending this episode off mainly because I'm recording a little early in the morning. It's starting to get warm, and in general, these episodes have been a bit longer recently. I don't think this one's gonna be quite as long, but yeah, I think this is. I end these episodes off when we get to a good stopping point, and this feels like a great stopping point. A great kind of hanging on, like, what's gonna happen sort of thing, especially considering I think we're into Act 4, right? Yeah, Act 4, and there is only 5 acts. So, next episode may very well be the final one, that we've only completed 66% of the game, so it's hard to say. Right now, hope you all enjoyed this episode of Quantum Break. This is a lot of fun, and there is still a ton of unanswered questions we need to work on. We need to find the answers to. Like, how did Paul come back to this machine despite going in a completely different one? You know? How did he come back in this machine but then not know of its existence, right? There's just so many questions I have about this. Right now, hope you all enjoyed. If you did, think about leaving a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. For that, be good, be well, and I'll see all of you in the next one. Goodbye.